The new year has only just begun and I'm already beginning to feel a little overwhelmed by it. This last week has been a hectic one with family illness and the return of snow. However, this snow was not the soft, gentle kind that fell in November. Instead, the snow came with nights of sleet and rain that caused rivers to freeze and flood over. My grandfather's village was completely flooded. Sandbags were placed at his door as the river splashed along the main road. I've also found myself in a state of restlessness. The January blues edge a bit closer even though we've barely stepped out of December. Feeling that there are things I need to be doing, things that I need to achieve, and that time is already slipping away from me. When in fact, there's nothing I need to be doing right now, other than eating my breakfast and enjoying watching my show. After a much needed slow start to my day, I'm ready to get out of my pyjamas and get to work. I'm currently in the limbo stage of writing, the planning that goes on between moving from one draft to the next. I find this restless feeling often occurs when I reach this stage. Perhaps because I spend my days thinking and taking notes with little physical words on paper achievements for what I did for the day. It feels as though I'm doing nothing when in reality I'm unable to write my novel without these moments of stopping and planning. I feel like because I work from home and my job is a slightly unusual one, I put an uncomfortable pressure on myself to be working. Most of my friends work 9-to-5 jobs in offices or school environments. When we meet up, they talk about their co-workers and daily working life, and I find it difficult to relate. I just write. Every day. Mostly alone in my own space. Of course, authors do have co-workers in terms of agents and editors and publishers and so on, but when your work isn't at that stage yet, it's just you, your notebooks, and your laptop, creating magical worlds out of a 26-letter alphabet. It can be a hard one to explain to others. The idea that your days are filled with just writing can make it seem like you're not really working. And days like these where I'm planning and there's very little to show for the plot twist that I'm fine-tuning and the research I'm doing adds to this feeling. I put this pressure on myself to do more, work harder, as if to prove that this is a real job. Do any of you who work from home or are self-employed relate to this? I know many small business owners and others in the arts get this same pressure, and I suppose you'd call it imposter syndrome. Some writers love the planning stages of writing. Some will spend years planning before they even write the first draft. That doesn't suit me. I need to be writing in order to develop the story. Now that I've written a number of drafts for this work, I'm quite familiar with what I want the story to be, and I also know what parts need to be worked on. There are a couple of particularly tricky areas in the latter part of my novel that I need to figure out, and there are chapters that I would need to add in. When planning for a new draft, I first go through the last one and write a list of the things that I like, the things that I want to develop and change, and any other little bits that need fine-tuning. In this case, it's working out what I need to conclude and introduce in this book, and seeing what can be kept for the next one, as I hope to develop this into a series. Last night I ended up working till about 11 at night. What was I saying about not burning myself out again in last week's vlog? Admittedly, that was due to editing a YouTube video and not writing. Anyway, I decided to take this evening completely off to just watch some YouTube, and to continue reading. I'm currently rereading a favourite series and it's just making me so happy. It's actually the first time that I've properly reread it. Though I often take these books down and flick through my favourite scenes, I've made that easier for myself by tabbing as I go along. However, it turns out I have a lot of favourite scenes. With that, we reach the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, then maybe leave a writing emoji in the comments to let me know that you've made it to the end of my rambling. Until next time, my lovely cozy friends.